The UK government has come out to explain most of the immigration pathways, how to settle in the country and so on. Somewhere in May, they came with a white paper talking about how people are going to be, like you having to stay in the country for 10 years before you can actually qualify for ILR and so on. But now they have come to explain most of the ways you can actually use to like settle in the healthcare professions, which are likely to be exempted. And they are saying that if you are on that list, you are probably going to maintain the 5 years settlement. Like you say, you're going to be living in the UK for 5 years and you will be qualified for ILR. There are so many breakdowns, so I'm gonna leave the video here so you can actually listen. And so if you're coming into the country or you're inside the country already, and you're looking at when and how you can get your ILR or your permanent residence, then you can see the category you fall under. And if you have to work on things, you will start working on things. So this is the updates about the UK immigration. Anybody at all wanting to come to the UK, you need to understand the immigration in the country before you come in. So this is an update, and I believe it will do some good. So yeah, let's go have a look at what the government is saying, how the breakdown goes, and how it can help you.
To remain open to new arrivals, but more than that, it demands something of those arriving. To settle in this country forever is not a right, but a privilege, and it must be earned. Today, that is not the case. Settlement, or indefinite leave to remain, comes almost automatically after 5 years' residence in this country. At that point, a migrant gains access to many of the rights of a British citizen, including to benefits. As a result of the unprecedented levels of migration in recent years, 1.6 million are now forecast to settle between 2026 and 2030, with a peak of 450,000 in 2028. It's around 4 times higher than the recent average. That will now change. As this government announced in its immigration white paper, the starting point for settlement will move from 5 years to 10. To ensure this is earned, new criteria will be added, which will act as a disqualifying bar for those who do not meet them. Firstly, the applicant must have a clean criminal record. Secondly, they must speak English to A-level standard. Thirdly, they must have made sustained national insurance contributions. And finally, they must have no debt in this country. While these criteria set the bar that everyone must meet, there are a series of other tests that have today been published for consultation, and these either add or subtract from the 10-year qualifying period. To recognise the particular value to society they play, the government proposes the following. Those who speak English to a degree level standard could qualify for a 9-year path to settlement. Those paying the higher rate of tax could qualify at 5 years, while those on the top rate could qualify after 3, the same as those on global talent visas. Those who work in a public service, including doctors, teachers, nurses, would qualify after 5 years, while those who volunteer, subject to this consultation, could qualify at between 5 and 7 years. Not subject to consultation, the partners of British citizens will continue to qualify at 5 years as today. And this is also true of British nationals overseas from Hong Kong, who will qualify at 5 years in honour of our unique responsibilities to them. All grants under the Windrush and EU settlement schemes also remain unchanged. While some will be able to qualify for settlement earlier than 10 years, others will be forced to wait longer. Once again, these are subject to consultation, but the government proposes that those who have received benefits for less than 12 months would not qualify for settlement until 15 years after arrival. For those who have claimed benefits for more than 12 months, that would rise to 20 years. To encourage the use of legal routes into this country,